This man sexually abused and murdered a 9-month-old baby so badly that America went out of their way to sign a petition so the government can publicly hang him. If you are easily triggered by really gruesome crimes, especially with children, then please take this as your warning. This is a super disturbing case. It did a number on me, and I typically always listen to crime videos. Back in 2016, 33-year-old Benjamin Taylor, remember that name, moved in with his girlfriend Amanda Atkins to West Virginia. Now, Amanda had recently had a baby. Her name was Emily. She was a very happy, lovable baby. She was only 9 months old at the time. Within 1 month of moving in with this man, oh my god, I can't, just listen. So it's around 4 in the morning, and Amanda had woken up to, probably use the bathroom, check on her baby. So when she goes to the crib to check on Emily, she looks inside and Emily is not in her crib. She is a 9-month-old baby. She is not just gonna up and walk off. Amanda's mommy instincts kicked in like this. She knew that Benjamin was just gonna come and take her baby. He had just moved in, so she's running around the house looking everywhere for Emily. Now, she ends up in the basement. When Amanda took that last step going down towards the basement, all she saw was Benjamin Taylor with his pants unzipped and bright red blood drenched all over his lower body. He was actually seen trying to wipe off the blood when police arrived. Now, Amanda's just looking for her baby at this point. She is scanning the entire room, and as she looks to her left, all she sees is a pile of laundry, and on top of that pile is a small lifeless body. Now, Amanda immediately runs straight towards that pile of clothes, and as she got closer and closer, that is when she realizes that that body was her 9-month-old daughter Emily, unalived. She grabs her baby and she lets out a petrifying scream at Benjamin because she doesn't know what happened, why she's down here, why he's down here, and why is there blood everywhere. Amanda is in pure manic mode. She's holding her unalive baby, trying to call 911, and what is this man doing? He's sitting on his seat, staring at the ground, completely unfazed, just frozen. When police arrived to the house, they immediately arrested Benjamin, but when they saw the extent of baby Emily's injuries and the scene they walked into, they quite literally called this one of the worst assaults they have ever seen in their decades of working. Now, when I go over the details, it will be hard to hear. When forensics tested the blood that Benjamin was drenched in his lower area, that ended up being baby Emily's blood. Now, at this point, Emily's body had been sent to get an autopsy report, and that is when they finally uncovered the horrors of what this man did to her defenseless body. I'm gonna read the injuries that she suffered straight from the court case files. Staff identified injuries that included skull fractures, deep scalp hemorrhages, evidence of smothering, a perineal tear, anal tears, blunt force trauma to the neck, head, chest, abdomen, buttocks, pelvis, and extremities, and then she died 2 days later. In conclusion, Emily was assaulted so brutally that she bled out excessively, severe head trauma including a fractured skull, popped brain vessels, and brain hemorrhaging, caused by her body being shaken so violently or even being slammed against hard objects. And when it comes to the confession that Benjamin told police, he said that the night before he had been drinking and smoking something green. He told police that all he remembered doing that night was telling Amanda at around 9 o'clock before she went to bed that he was going to be in the basement doing laundry, folding the sheets and all that, putting them into a pile, hence the pile, and that anything after that he does not remember whatsoever. Is it a lie? Did he go through a manic episode? We do not know. We will never know. But he was convicted of all his charges, including first-degree murder, death of a child by a child, first-degree sexual assault, and sexual assault by a guardian. He was sentenced to life in prison without mercy, but the community thought that his crimes were so heinous that just wasn't enough. This is when a petition was created that made national news, asking the government to put this man on death row, but instead of your typical electrical chair, they asked the government, hang this man in public for the murder of Emily. Now, before you think this man got hung to death, the petition did get shut down before it reached 50,000 signatures. I honestly feel like no punishment will ever equate to the devastating death of baby Emily, and I really hope that her mom, Amanda, can find peace, that she is no longer in a world where such monsters exist. Y'all, please be safe out there. You never know who's lurking, but I will catch you in the next true crime video.